Oh, hi guys. I just wanted to talk about fun things to do that are free or cheap. And if you would like me to do a live session on that, we can talk about it if you want to. Um, Let me know and comment too what you like to do that's free or cheap. So, okay, so the first thing is if you have internet, of course, you can get on the internet. And you may have to have it for your job anyway, or your work or your business. You know, most people do. So, but that's one thing. Okay. So, and when I do this, I'll also make some recommendations about things to try not to do, even if they're free or cheap. Okay. So the next thing to do is, of course, if you need a job, you can apply for jobs. That's not necessarily fun, but it's hopeful and optimistic, especially if you're applying to jobs that um, you feel like maybe out of your league now, but maybe in the past, when you were younger, you might have been considered for those jobs because maybe you were even in a similar job. But sometimes when you're older, people say, oh, be realistic. I'm not sure if that means go down to Burger King and apply like I did and lose the job to some high school kids. But anyway, so, um, but but that said, I may not have been as fast as them, and they have to clean the equipment and do all kinds of stuff. There's like even when I was a cashier at a restaurant, we had to take turns cleaning the bathroom, and there's a lot of things. Anyway, back to fun. So, okay. So back in the olden days, if we didn't have any money, like especially single women, I mean, we probably all had jobs, but maybe we didn't make much money or whatever. I was kind of raised not to ask for as much as a man would make, or always thinking that I didn't want to be, always kind of held myself back a bit because I was raised not even to beat men at tennis or whatever. I was raised very, very old fashioned, but it kind of worked out kind of weird because I ended up being a single independent woman most of my life. I've had relationships and I've been engaged before to one guy and married another for a short time. But anyway, so so you could go to a club, okay, and maybe just get some ice water, and maybe some guys will buy your drinks, even if you're older. I mean, um, but you can still just go to a club and buy a drink, okay? And I got my camera turned around, so when I'm looking at you, it might look a little bit different. And I'm keeping an eye on my cat. I guess he doesn't need to go out right now. He acts really strange when he has to go out. He's can be intimidating. He's just a plain old tabby cat, but he tries to act like he's a tiger. So, yeah, and that's another thing. You can walk around with your pets. You can take them to a park, maybe an outdoor venue, um, and then meet people that way. Um, like I did on the St. Patty's weekend. I went ahead and you saw my video, just walked around. I really didn't have to spend any money, but I did end up buying one beer just because I had a little bit extra money because I had sold. My friend Angela helped me sell her hot mom oil. She's got the really hot products, the hot mom oil, and then she throws in the celery stalks. These are actually they're not real. They're you get those if you order the hot mom products. Let me know and I can alert Angela that you would like one if you want to know the details. But and later on today or tomorrow, one day we'll do a celery workout. And we'll be doing a lot more celery workouts, especially if I do this work at home job some, and then I'll be doing insurance and stuff some in addition to my acting auditions and voiceover and all the stuff, trying to do stuff. Um, so, but anyway, yeah, because we'll need that. Now, you can always just wave celery around and play with celery and it's kind of a multi-purpose thing. You can use it for so many things, but these are just fake celery, so they're really soft, and you can just like just go like that, kind of like wipe out all the negative energy. And so anyway, so that's all and on that. And then let's see, what else can we do with the for fun without, this has been a real challenge for me. A lot of people don't have the money they used to go have fun, go out to eat, go out for drinks, even to play tennis. Some courts require fees, even at the park. You will have to have some gas money to go do that. That's always fun. I still need to play tennis in Waco, so of course it looks like it's going to rain today, but someday soon I'm going to go somewhere and try to drum up some tennis games, maybe some mixed doubles or something. And then swimming is great. Now hopefully they'll finally fix my pool here. It's a tiny pool at this apartment complex though, but if they fix it up, that would be something. But there is a pool down the road, and you saw me take pictures of that, where I can go, and you can even like buy little drinks or beer sometimes, or sodas or water or whatever. They do serve some food there too, I think. And I guess they do, yeah, I had a hot dog there one day, and it was pretty cheap too. It didn't cost much. Maybe $1 or $2 or something. But they do charge an admission for the pool though, but it's like a natural spring lake pool. But of course, once you get in and out of it, it's kind of different, it's kind of a very old-fashioned pool, but of course, it's a little bit easier to walk around in than Barton Springs, but I do want to go to Barton Springs in Austin. If you're in Austin, that's always a fun place. I think by the time you're my age or something like if you're older, you can even go to Barton Springs for fun, for free even, I think. But I think you have to live there though. So even if you're from out of town, like, and I've lived in Austin before, then I think it's still like $3 or something. It's not too bad for the cover charge to go in the pool. But yeah, there's that. And if you have some extra money and you need some items, you can always go to Dollar Tree, and that's really cheap. Like to get that milk that's only $1.25 doesn't taste bad on cereal or something, or to mix with your eggs or in your coffee, So yeah, you can be on the internet for free. You can read your books. I want to try to turn my decluttering projects and cleaning projects into something fun, telling myself that I've got to hold this down a bit. Trying to tell myself that basically it's like working towards a more positive future, like, like a clutter-free, clean little apartment, and then you're ready to go on to your next adventure. For example, a friend of mine is moving, and then she's going back, and so she will have a man there to be with that she knows, and which is nice, and so somebody that she wants to be with and that she feels safe with, and is generous, and those are all good qualities. And back to being single, kind of like either I find somebody like that or forget it now. And then the catch is you still have to be attracted to that person. Well, as you get more and more healthy, I think in your mind, I'm not, because you've got to be physically healthy too, but mentally healthy, emotionally, spiritually healthy. As you become more and more of that, of course, you'll be naturally more healthy in your body, because a lot of it is all in your mind and your heart and your soul and your spirit and your, So, but if you get more healthy, I think you're more accepting of a man that treats you right. And, you know, and if you do find yourself attracted to somebody, you just proceed with caution, you know. But if you think of someone too much, you might want to question it, unless you think that person thinks of you. I don't know. I mean, you know. But anyway, that whole thing about relationships, that's often free. I mean, you know, a lot of it can be free, but you still might have a little beer or wine, or you might want to go out to eat, or you might want to go somewhere exciting. You know, maybe go, um, if you're young, go surfing, or in the winter go snow skiing, or, you know, these are all things that I still want to do at my age. I was a lifeguard at 17, but I mean, I'm a lot older now, but I mean, I could still go swimming, and I think it would be idyllic I like to go like into a hot tub and just relax, and that would be very romantic to me. Or maybe, like I said, if I won the lottery, the Bossa Nova Cafe, like work at the cafe, and serve drinks and coffee and stuff, and maybe have some artwork and some maybe some little acting classes, or like a little theater events, like a dinner theater thing on the beach. I would need to win the lottery to do anything like that, I think, for sure. Or maybe find a man that wants to do all that with me, and he wants to do that for an investment or something. But those are all fun things to do. I always enjoy acting work. I mean, but it's not going on all the time. I mean, right where I'm at, but I don't even think it's going on a lot in LA. But I used to really